Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. You could be anywhere in the world right now, and you're right here with me. So I just want to say I appreciate you and thank you. Today we're going to be creating a witchy, spooky vibes kind of set, like you saw just a second ago. And I'm just prepping my tips now. I'm just using my e-file to buff the inside so that they stay on for longer than 5 minutes. Once I finish the etching with the e-file, I'm just getting rid of the dust because we don't like dust. It gets in the way and it looks nasty. Isn't that little frog plate so cute? Anyway, once I've dusted, I'm just going over with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe to make sure there really is no dust. And I've just given my nails a quick wipe, which was pointless because I'm going in with the e-file. Now I've got this skinny sanding band. I'm just taking the shine off my natural nail and pushing my cuticle back a little bit there with the sanding band, getting rid of any dead skin that might be stuck to the nail bed. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's your second, third, fourth, maybe 50th time, I've got 54 videos now, welcome back. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. It makes my day, and you'll get to see all my other videos that I have coming up. I've got quite a few spooky ones in the works, and then Christmas, Valentine's Day, and just everyday kind of nails. But yeah, anyway, I'm just pushing my cuticles back with a cuticle pusher and making sure there's no dead skin on my nails. And then again, I'm using the alcohol and lint-free wipe. So normally you wouldn't want to put any cuticle oil on your nails at this point, but I am going to be popping these off. So by doing this, it's going to make it easier. I am using a peel off base coat, but I find that putting a bit of cuticle oil first makes them really easy to pop off, because I will literally take them off straight after the video. Then going in, I usually do 2 coats of this. This is just from Amazon. I don't know how you pronounce it. Something. Zanist? FZ-anist? Who knows? Anywho, after I've done that, I've done 2 coats of that and cured each layer for 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with my tips, and I've got my... It's not solid nail glue, but it's quite thick. Quite a thick gel glue. And I put a little bit in the tip, and then I'm putting my tip on at a 45-degree angle, rocking it down and holding it under my little flower gooseneck lamp thingy-majiggy. I cure it for like 10 seconds and check if there's any spillage and wipe it away, and then repeat the same on every nail. And then I stick it in the lamp for 60 seconds. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We've got tips. Give them a wipe down with some alcohol. You always want to wipe away any sticky layer before you get your hand file out or your e-file, because it just gets all gunked up. And these are pointy, but they're quite wide, so I'm just narrowing them down a little bit. I've got tiny nail beds, and I always feel like nails look wide on me, so I always just want to give them a little refining. Obviously this is all sped up, otherwise we'd be here all day. I wish I could go this fast, but you know, I'm human. Once I'm done with the hand file and I'm happy with the shape, I'm going in with my e-file, and I'm just going around the cuticle area, making sure there's no little bits of glue sticking up, and just thinning that area down so it blends in with my nail more, my natural nail bed a little more. And now I'm going to buff the entire nail so that our gel sticks better. Whenever you're using gel products, you always want to give them a rough surface to stick to. It will stop them from peeling. If you don't do this step, you quite often get like peeling and stuff, which is fine if you're not keeping them on, but it's just habit for me now. I'm just wiping them off with some alcohol to get rid of the dust again, because I hate dust. And now I'm going in with some base coat. This is a base coat / builder gel. And that will stick nicely now that we've buffed the tips. Adds a little bit of thickness to them and gives me a nice smooth surface to put my gel colour on. I was just checking there wasn't any on the skin there, and then I've popped that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with this Reservoir Black from Nail Reserve LA. Their black's really good. You can get away with doing just one coat if you do it generously, but with black and white, because they are so opaque, I like to try and put them on as thinly as possible and do 2 coats just to make sure it's fully cured, because black and white is known for being difficult. Because they are so opaque, the light struggles to get through them and cure properly. Look, I've got bloody gel everywhere. So you see, if you remember the little video at the beginning, we've got 2 solid nails of colour and 2 French, and then 1 is nude with a smoky effect over the top. So I'm just repeating the same thing, just doing my thin layer. I would have cured that for 60 seconds and then gone in with a second layer, but I'm not going to bore you with it. And now I'm going in with Aphrodite's Lover. I love this nude. This is from Nail Reserve LA. Bleh. Nail Reserve LA as well. Do you like my background? I've tried to make it look all autumnal and spooky. I do love the way it looks. Unfortunately, those things have like flecked. They're called flocked, I think. So they've got like loads of loose bits of fluff, which is really annoying. And I keep getting it on my hands. Thankfully, none of it got stuck in my nails. And I'm going to do the same with this. I'll do 1 thin coat, cure for 60 seconds, and then I'll do another coat. There's a bit of fluff in there. I think it was dog hair. Dog hair is just in the air in my apartment, unfortunately. Well, it's just like glitter, you know? Glittery memories. My dog's just making sure I never forget about them, even though they're always in the room. And there you go, I've got 2 coats of the black and the nude, and I've cured them both for 60 seconds in between. And we're just going to ignore my ring finger because I wipe that off and do it again. But I'm just doing my French, and I don't know, you might have your own way of doing French. If you struggle, I find this way is a lot easier, where I do the 2 lines there, 1 vertically through the middle and then 1 horizontally where I want my French to end or begin, I don't know. And as you can see there, then I draw a V going from the cuticle side wall, mid side wall area near to the cuticle, and then I drag my brush down to that little point in the middle, and then I do the same on the other side, and then I fill it all in. And then I just play around with that little bit, the smile line there, just making sure it's even on both sides. It was higher on one side than the other, so I'm just faffing with it. This is where I always laugh when people say I just want a simple French, because if you want it to look nice, it's not simple and it takes a little while. I'm just going in with this little cotton bud type thing and a bit of alcohol in there just to clean up. And I've got it all in my hand, so I'm wiping that off. And I'm wiping off that ring finger because I didn't like it, but I didn't show you what I did. I'm going to do it again in a minute. And I stick that in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, and then I take it out and I'm just going over it again. Because like I said with the black, I want to do a thin layer, cure for 60 seconds and then go over it again. It did look quite opaque, but I kept it as thin as possible, so there were some little patches. So I'm just going over it again so it's solid. And I do the exact same with the thumb, but I haven't recorded that because it's literally it's the exact same thing. I didn't want to bore you when like magic that the thumb's done. Now we're going to do the ring finger again. You didn't see it the first time, but this is my second attempt, and I think the first time I didn't put enough blooming gel on there, so I've gone in with a thicker layer this time. And now I'm going in with my liner brush and the Nail Reserve Black. Reserve Black Reserve. Anyways, it's a black gel polish from Nail Reserve LA. If you've seen in my other videos, I've only recently discovered their products and they are amazing. I love them. So if you haven't, go check them out. No sponsor. I'm not sponsored. Just, I wish I was. But no, I'm not. So I'm just a big fan. And once I was happy with how that had spread out, I stuck that in the lamp for 60 seconds. You see it looks all smoky and good. And then I'm going in with my, I can't talk today. And then I'm going in with my Macart rhinestone gel. And I'm going to stick some gold, what they call these. Because they're not charms, they're not decals. Hollow something or other they're called. Anyways, you know what they are. And I've got this little star thing, which is really good because when you have bits like this that you want to kind of be the shape of your nail, because they're flat when you get them and they'll stick up and stick out at the sides, but with this you can bend them and mold them so that they're curved like your nail. A little hack, if you do have one of these, when you put the metal pieces in, they do slide around and you can't get them to stay where you want, so I just whack a little bit of blue tack on there. And there we go. And now it shouldn't slide around when I put it in. My left hand looks so awkward. I'm trying not to touch anything because I don't want to get any fluff on them because they've got a tacky layer, and those pumpkins and the spiders are just covered in fluff. So yeah, there's fluff everywhere. There was a little bit of blue tack still stuck to it, but I got it off. And now I can put it on my nail and carry on faffing with the stars, trying to get them where I want them. But once I am happy, I stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And now I'm going to bend another moon for a different nail. Making sure I get all the blue tack off. And going in again with the Macart rhinestone gel. And then just moving that around. See how it's flat to the nail? Perfect. If you don't do this, they end up like catching in your hair and stuff. If you don't have one of those little bending tools, you can just get maybe like one of your nail art brushes or a pen and hold it around that and just push it with your fingers. They're so thin, they bend. The heat from your fingers will bend it. That's what I do if I can't find that thing, because I do lose it in my drawer occasionally. Because sometimes my drawers get a little bit messy when I'm busy. I have like a nail junk drawer which has like random nail stuff in it, and for some reason that was in there for a while and I lost it for a couple of months, but I found it. I have reorganized my drawers and had a clear out, so they're a bit more organized. It just makes things so much easier. I think things like that I don't use very often, so they kind of get lost in there, but it's good to keep your drawers organized. Not only is it, therapeutic to do your nails when things are easy to find, if you've got clients, it can save a lot of time if you're not desperately searching to find stuff in your drawers, and it's embarrassing. I've been there. But I'm going to shut up now because I'm doing like the similar things on each nail, just playing around with them and getting them how I like. And you don't need to listen to me ramble. And once I've got all my charms, or whatever they're called, stuck on there, I'm now going in with some of these little caviar beads. And you'll see I've dropped them in some of my thick top coat. Oh, sorry, I've got dry throat. These things do tarnish after a while and lose their colour, so you want to coat them in that. And I can use this stuff to stick them on as well because it's really thick, and it is what it says on the jar. You can use it as a top coat, a builder gel, and to adhere rhinestones, so it's perfect. And I'm also kind of floating it over the top of everything as though it is like a builder gel, just to encapsulate those, I don't know, what should we call them? Gold bits. I don't know, they do have a name, it's bugging me. Anyway, I'm encapsulating them with my thick top coat. And now I'm going to play around with these caviar beads and place them where I want them. And once I'm happy, I'll stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And I'll do the same on all the other nails. Now I'm going to go away again. Bye. And like I said before, I'm going over all of them with that thick top coat, just to make sure all the gold bits are covered and they're not going to get tarnished, and I'm not going to catch them in my hair or anything. We are coming towards the end of the video, so I just want to say, if you have made it this far, thank you, you're a star. Put a yellow star in the comments so I know you've watched this far. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And here we are, all finished. What do you think? Cute, spooky witchy vibes. If I was a witch, I'd have my nails like this. If you saw my nails, on the other hand, I do have a video for that. Knock yourself out and go have a look. I hope you have a very lovely Halloween, a lovely day, week, month, year, life. I love you. Bye.